Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. Today is a special episode and look at this, everything is loading very slowly in the background. Just got a bad connection to the server today, but today is a special episode. We are going to be doing a prank and I think this is my first ever proper solo prank as well, because I've done a big one with Biffa before on Generic B and that was a long time ago, and since then I've been involved in a couple of pranks here and there, but I don't think I've actually done a creditable prank by myself yet. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and this one I think is going to be well remembered. It's going to be an unusual prank. I don't think anyone even has done something quite like this before in survival Minecraft, but I had the idea a couple of weeks ago and I've been working on it in a creative mode for quite some time, and I finally finished. I'm in a really good mood because I finished doing it and now it's time to build it in survival Minecraft. Now some of you already know what this is, because if everything has gone to plan, then Keralis has also uploaded a video, because that's who I'm going to be pranking, my good friend Keralis, and this is actually really relevant to him, what we're going to be doing. And I think this is the portal to his base, by the way, but some of you may already have known what it is that I have done. So for those of you that don't, I kind of want to lead you on a little bit of a I'm not really sure what the term would be, but I'm going to keep it interesting and not tell you what it is we're doing straight away. Now that is really cool. I like that very much. That's a nice little detail right there. Now I need to look for an area to build this. I'm going to be building something underground and something above ground as well, but the bulk of what we're doing is going to be underground, so I need to find a flat area of land. I also kind of want it to be in the middle of his base maybe, because I know Keralis is building above ground, but what we're going to be doing will mostly go underground, so I don't think it's really going to interfere with anything that he's doing, and it's quite likely that he's going to want to keep what I'm going to build for him. So yeah, giving you some ideas there of what it might be already, but let me tell you about some of the things that I need. I've actually got a list, let me just open that up. So we're going to need a ton of building blocks. Some of them are going to be dirt, a couple of them will be cobblestone, we're going to need some wooden planks. In fact, I've even got the numbers written down here. We're going to need 39 wooden planks, 5 pieces of sand, 56 pieces of glass, 153 redstone, 21 torches, 2 buttons, 229 repeaters, 6 comparators is what I've written. That's obviously comparators, and 12 hoppers. And there is another key thing in there, but I'm going to keep you guessing for now. We're going to be building something really cool with redstone. So just looking around here, it looks like this is actually the bulk of his area so far. This looks like an ideal spot. The land here is fairly level. It doesn't actually need to be completely flat, but I do need a large box shaped area to build this in, and I'm going to start off by doing a lot of digging. So I'm going to dig down and give myself the area to build this in. Now it'd be good if there were some caves underneath, because that would save me some digging. And I forgot to write down the size of this box, but it is going to be very big that we're building this thing in. So I'm going to take the time to properly scout around this area, just make sure I haven't, missed an obvious area to build this, but this right here looks like it could be the spot. So I've looked around and I've got to say Keralis' base over here is absolutely lovely. We all know he's a fantastic builder, but this place is just really nice to walk around and have a look at all the different things. There's even a cool bit of detail over here that I just kind of walked right past. This lovely little bridge with a pond leading down into another one. It is really cool here, and I'm kind of drawn to this space over here. I kind of feel like maybe I should do it next to where his portal is. I could build it all underground here, and there's going to be some above ground stuff as well that he can probably take down after the whole thing is done. But I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking it's not a good idea to build it here. I'm not sure why, it's just I've got that feeling, I guess. So we're going to build it over here where I was looking at a moment ago. Now this thing is going to go underground. It's going to be really big, so I need to dig out a big hole. But now that I've actually measured it up and figured out how much space we need, I'm quite pleased, because it's not as big as I thought it would be. And the other day we done the slime chunk, so that was a hell of a lot of digging, and that did not take me as long as I thought it would. So I know I'm going to be able to do this in a decent amount of time. But this thing is going to need an area of land, or space that is 12 blocks deep. It sounds like I'm doing one of my tutorials now. 14 blocks wide and 18 blocks wide in the other direction. And that's not the whole amount of space that it's going to use. That's just where the redstone fills up most of it, because there's going to be bits out on the side that I'm going to dig into and put other bits of redstone in. So there is an absolutely there's just so much to be done right now. I really want to crack on and do this. So I'm going to start off by digging the hole out, and I'll give you a little update when I've actually done that. I'm going to be putting it under the ground here, so right now I need to go back to my base, make sure I've got everything that I need to dig this out, and then I'll be back with you in a moment. So I've almost finished digging out enough space, but what would an episode be without a little bit of TNT? Now I've been using a lot in here, it's making things go really fast, and because most of this has been stone, it just means you need each of your TNT 2 blocks down, 2 blocks apart, and then they'll blow up like a 3x3x3 area around them, and we actually have just 3 more blocks down to go, and then that's the bottom of the area that we need. So we should do this together because it's fun to do some TNT. Now I'm not going to detonate it all on one go, but I'm going to try and get as much as possible. Let's keep moving, or maybe I will be able to get them all. And you're not actually seeing much of the explosions now because of the way I'm doing this. Okay, there we go. Been set on fire. That's time to stop. Okay, well I'm going to burn slowly here, but let's set off the last few. You can see it just digs away so much really quickly. And I actually need some smooth stone. Well, my thing ran out right before the last one. Didn't I just set some of those off? And they haven't... Oh, there they go. Okay, that was really weird. Some sort of server lag going on there. Almost killed me. I was about to climb up on top and have a look. That's kind of like with fireworks and things like that. If you set them off and they don't explode, don't go and look at them, because something like that might happen. They'll just go off a little bit later. Anyway, that's this room pretty much cleared out. I've just started using a silk touch pick though, because I've run out of my building picks, and I actually need a load of smooth stone to make some repeaters with, so that works out pretty well. The next thing to do though is for me to gather all the materials we need to build this. Well, my precious redstone supplies are running low. You can see here I've only got 4 stacks of blocks left, and we're going to need... Oh, I've also got this, haven't I? That's good to know. Forgot about that. Okay, well, we're going to need a lot of wood now. I'm not sure how much, but we've definitely got enough, and this is why I like to keep stocked up on all different materials. So when I want to do projects like this, I have plenty of materials. I just had enough stone, managed to find some in the end from where I was working on the Ender Farm last episode, or the tunnel leading to that, just enough to make all of these redstone repeaters. So in my ender chest is most of the supplies. There is one other ingredient, and that is going to be note blocks. So if you saw the title of this video, it would probably be something along the line of Prank, What is Love? And What is Love is a dance song that came out in the 90s that Keralis loves, and I like it too. And we talked about it a couple of times, just that we liked the song. In fact, I think we even mentioned it in a previous video that we had done together, and then linked to it as well. So my idea was to recreate that song in Minecraft, and that's what I've been doing. I've been in a test world, putting all of the different notations into note blocks and figuring out the timing patterns, and then beyond that I had to compact it down and turn it into something that I could build on the server. It has been so much fun to do, and here comes the hard part. I've actually got to build it in survival mode, so we're just going to make these stacks of note blocks. That's good. I thought that was the recipe for them. I might have forgotten, is what I was thinking. It looks like we're actually going to go through a ton of wood as well, because I need another... How many stacks? Another stack and a half there. So quite a bit more wood to go through. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing basically. We're going to be building a note block redstone system that's actually going to play the song. So I think what we need is 2 more stacks of wood, and that would make up enough for 1, and then 1 and a bit, so we'll take that there. That's going to be enough to make this. Anyway, I'm going to finish getting all my supplies together. I think there might be a few other things that I need as well. Now that I think about it, I need to bring with me some ladders so I can get around and change all the note blocks and redstone and things like that. And also I'm going to need a load of torches as well, because I need to light this place up as we go along, because I don't want mobs spawning in the middle of it when it's playing songs and stuff like that. Well, a song, just the one song, which is What is Love. So anyway, I'm going to go back over to the base and... Back over to the base? Oh, I'm struggling today. Back over to where we're building it at Keralis' base, and I'll start work on it. So our first bit of progress has been made. I have built the first layer of this, not all of it though, there's a few more bits of redstone, but this I can now show you something. Now right now I have a bit of a sinking feeling in my stomach, because there is something that I've completely forgotten about with this, and that is server lag. You know, the connection between the server, because it's going to do all of the calculating and then send the information to you. So I've had a really bad connection to the server today, which is unusual. Ever since we changed it's been good. You saw that earlier with the TNT as well, so this is going to sound terrible. So you can hear it's supposed to be a steady beat, and this is the hi-hat, by the way, and then it's going to go over here and start playing the beat. And it sounds awful. So I'm hoping that this is just me, because I've had a bad connection today, and I've got a feeling it probably won't be that smooth as it is when you play this on the server with the note blocks, but hopefully for Keralis it'll be good. And if it's not, and I've just realised I need an extra note block here. Where are my note blocks? I put them back in the chest. We need one on there for the bass kick, which I think is the, yeah, bass is the cobblestone and snare is the sand, and then the hi-hat is glass. So hopefully everything will be okay for Keralis, but if it doesn't clear up for me by the time I finish building this, then what I'll do is I'll go into the test world where I built it, and I'll play it to you and you can hear how good it sounds when there's no lag. But I don't think I'm going to give you too many updates, because it's probably going to keep lagging from now on, so I'm just going to keep building this, and then I'll get back to you when I feel it's time for an update. So many hours have passed by, and I am exhausted, but I'm also very happy. Now, this thing is finished. I decided just to get on with it and build all of it. So here it is. It has taken me a long time. It's just been ridiculous going around placing all of this redstone, right clicking on the note blocks over and over again to get the right note. And yeah, we've got like 4 layers to this, I think. And then there's all this redstone wiring, which I'm not going to explain. I was thinking maybe if you wanted to know how all of this works, I could do a video on that, just explaining all of the different things that I did to put this song together. But now I just want to show it to you because it's finished. Now, the server did get a little bit better a while ago, and it was bearable to listen to the song, but now it's become quite bad again, so it's not the greatest. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do with my prank is include a world download as well, which I probably will put in the description of this video maybe as well, so you can download it and listen to it yourself. I'll also jump into that world and show you so you can see it, you can hear what it sounds like without all the lag, because it sounds, you know, perfect basically. The timing is fine. Anyway, let's do this. I've only tested this a couple of times, but I think everything is fine. And there come the drums. So out of time, but you can just about make out the song, which is good. And there's the drum beat. Yeah, it sounds awful because of the lag, but other than that it would sound really good, trust me. Okay, let's stop that. And then it ends. Yeah, that's right. Depending on what time you press this at, the drums will either end straight away with the bass and the lead, which is a piano, is the instrument we're using for that, or it will end a little bit later. Just depends on what time you press it, because this is basically looping on a shorter loop than the other 2 instruments are. But that is it. That is pretty much it. We've got one more thing to do, which is to build a little sign. I was thinking I was going to build out of wall blocks, like "What is love" in big letters, and then Keralis can walk over here and he can find this thing. I'm going to leave some instructions as well. But before we do that, let's jump into the test world and I'll show you. So here it is in a creative world, and you know what, I really wish I had color coded this when I built it. That's something I did on the server. I don't know if you noticed that, because this was a pain to look at and figure out what does what. But anyway, I hope Keralis will listen to this without much lag, because it sounds fantastic without any. Well, that might just be one of the craziest things that I've done in Minecraft in a while. I very much enjoyed doing that though. It was a lot of fun to build and to make as well, and I hope Keralis gets to enjoy this. Let's hope that the server behaves, and when he comes on here it isn't going to be or laggy. But if you guys have enjoyed the prank and you want to give this video a like, you know it's going to be appreciated. But that is it for this video, so as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.